Hey everyone, are you ready to be fired up? Because I sure am. Today we're going to be talking about video and why you should be using video for your business, regardless what business that you are in. So if you're ready to find out, sit back and be ready to be fired up. Hi, everyone. Krista Mashore here, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. So people will ask me many times, why use video? And here's my answer. Why not? Right? I want you to think about something right now. Right now, the whole world has changed. We're in a completely new time in our life where everything is different, quite frankly. We can't even go inside. We can't go outside. We can't do any of the things that we used to be able to do. So our business needs to change. How we are responding to our customers, how we're reaching our customers, how we're being seen, and how we're going after clients and customers on a daily basis needs to be different. And I really want you to understand something, and I believe this to be true. You've known this for a long time, right? Like you've known for a long time that you need to start showing up differently to the consumer. The old tactics and strategies that you've been taught, they just don't work anymore, right? And maybe you've been taught to do things that everyone's been doing for years and years, but quite frankly, the old school way just no longer works. So ask yourself this question. First of all, what have you been taught when you got into your profession, when you got into your industry, when you learned how to become a fill in the blank? Maybe you're a realtor or a lender or an insurance agent or a doctor or an attorney, or maybe you're a coach or an online consultant or you're selling multi-level marketing, whatever it might be. You were so excited to actually get into this profession and to start helping and serving the world and being so amazing at what you do. And maybe you are amazing at what you do, but if nobody knows it, it doesn't make a difference at all. So how do we show up to the masses? Now, here's what I want to really dispute. And some people are going to hate me by saying this. You don't just need a funnel. You don't just need a webinar. You don't just need a challenge. There's so many great ideas out there, but none of those ideas, none of those things work if you don't have traffic. If you can't get traffic, eyes on you, people actually seeing you. And the best way to get traffic to you, number one, starts with you establishing yourself as the authority figure, as the go-to trusted expert in your field, in your profession, right? That's the first thing. You know, it's really funny. One of my coaches and mentors is Russell Brunson. He actually is the founder and owner of ClickFunnels, and I was one of his students. I actually paid Russell a lot of money to mentor me. I am in Russell's inner circle, and when I joined, I remember Russell, I was up on stage. I didn't even know what a funnel was. This was about 3 years ago. Didn't even know what a funnel was, and Russell said, you know, I can tell you're going to make a lot of money. And I'll never forget. I don't know why he said that. Later on, let's fast forward about a year, and I did really well the first year in his program. And people in my inner circle, like, Krista, how did you do so well? What did you do? And I says, well, I just I dated people before I started to ask them to get married. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I says, well, in the marketing world, I think many people, they kind of do things wrong. Like they will just start spending money on ads, and they will want people to download their free gift or their book or their lead magnet. They want people to give them their information, but they've never actually taken the time to establish a relationship with somebody. Nobody knows who they are, right? And nobody's comfortable actually doing this. They don't want to give somebody their name, their phone number, their email address. They don't want to do any of that until they start feeling comfortable. It's like when you go to a bar and you meet somebody, or you go to a party, or you meet somebody, a friend of somebody, and you think that they're super cute and you want to start dating them. You don't just walk up to them and say, hey, let's jump in bed or let's get married. You don't do that, right? I mean, that would just be insane. I mean, some people might, but most people don't. So what do you have to do is you've got to start dating your community, just like you would date somebody when you want to start to get to know them, to actually start courting or to get engaged or before marriage. That's the same thing in marketing. You've got to let people get to know you, and video does that faster than anything else. Podcast is a great way too. If you're listening to this and you're via podcast, you know that you kind of get into the world of somebody and you sort of feel like you know them. But the thing about video and about podcasting, quite frankly, is it lets people get into your world. People start to get to know who you are. They start to develop a relationship with you. They feel like they know you, and they kind of live in your life, so to speak. It's very different than just posting a picture or posting a post on social media of a picture that says, hey, let's just say you're selling insurance. Like, do you need a quote on insurance? Did you just buy, a new car and you need a quote? No, it's so different if you start to really talk about what it is that you do, and you really put some of that some of your business stuff in with personal things, and you talk about the community and your environment, and great recipes and great tips and tricks and hacks, and you really bring people into your world. Well, video does that. And I think that one of the things that I have seen help me be so successful so quickly in as an entrepreneur, in the coaching realm, teaching digital marketing to local professionals and businesses, as well as seeing my students over the past 3 years just absolutely see 200, 300, 600, 1,000%. Yes, that much increase in their business, all due to video marketing. But here's the thing, everyone. Let's just be real. It's hard for most people. I mean, I get it. We're worried about what we look like, or what we're going to sound like, or what people are going to think, or what are we going to say? And maybe my nose looks too big today, or I didn't, take a shower this morning and I forgot to brush my teeth, or my hair's a hot mess, so I can't do it. We think about every excuse in the world. And then we finally get the nerve up and we're excited and we want to do video. And then we use the excuse that we need to have a green screen, and we need a good camera, and we need to have the best, microphone, and all these things. And the truth of the matter is, the only thing you need is what every single one of you have. And that is, and by the way, my best friend's calling, and that is, you just need your phone. You need your phone. You need a camera on that phone, and you need just to start creating content and developing a relationship with people. And there's no better way to start than right now, especially right now, because right now you can't even go places. What you traditionally were taught to do, I would assume that most people that are in the professional world are taught to go to like networking groups, and to go to, chamber of commerce events, and to, go to parties and pass out their card, and maybe even knock on the doors of businesses. But right now you can't do that. And guess what? That's not going to change anytime soon. With everything that we have going on right now in the world, that is not going to change anytime soon. You're not going to be allowed to go to these great networking events. You're not going to be allowed to go to that BNI networking group. You're not going to be allowed to join committees and those types of things where you're going to meet people. So we've got to start thinking of a new way to reach the masses. We've got to start thinking of a new way to be known. Now, let's think about this. In order for you to be known, you have to be seen and you have to be heard. There's no better way to be seen and be heard through using video. And the best way to distribute that video is going where everyone is. Where is everyone? They're online. They're on social media. So picking a platform and learning how to master it. Personally, I've learned to master Facebook. I run Facebook ads, and I teach my students how to get 300, 400, 500, 600 hours of watch time from creating one single video that they then distribute to their community. Now imagine the power of distributing one video. And imagine if you were able to learn to do this consistently, where you produce 2 to 3 videos every single week, and you learned how to get over the fear of being on camera, the fear of what to say, the fear of, knowing what content to look at and what the right order is, just getting the fear of just starting. Imagine if you were to learn that and you started producing video over and over and over. And what happens? Well, if you're watching this right now or listening to this right now, what's happened to you? Whether this is the first time or the 100th time that you've seen me, we're starting to develop a relationship. If you're still watching this, you're 8 minutes into this, and you're kind of starting to realize, well, man, Krista's got a lot of energy and she's super excited and she knows what she's talking about, hopefully, right? And you're developing a relationship with me. That's what your community starts to do with you, and they see you on a regular basis. They're developing a relationship with you, and therefore they're able to see you as an authority figure in your profession, in your sphere. Now, many of you might be an expert. You might be an expert in your field. If no one knows you're an expert, it doesn't matter that you're an expert, right? And you might be brand new. Guess what? No one knows that you're brand new either. So if you start producing relevant content that's going to help people, that's going to add value to their life, that's going to pick them up, that positions you as the expert authority figure, when they start thinking about your product or your service, or they need help in your area that you provide the service in, and they see you showing up all over social media, all over the first page of Google, because you're taking your videos and you're properly distributing them, what happens? You start to position yourself as the expert authority. Now think about something. When you're an expert, that's great. but people will listen to you when they see you as the authority figure. Many of you have read my books, right? I have a new one coming out, but for the record, where'd it go? It's gone. It's called The Ultimate Lead Gen Playbook. It actually, the release date is September 25th, so you may be listening to this before or after, watching this before or after that, but you can get it on Amazon, and you can also go to getkristasbook.com, getkristasbook.com, where we teach you all about utilizing social media and video to start attracting business and becoming the community market leader in your field or your profession so that everyone sees you as the go-to expert in your field. We teach you exactly how to do this. And guess what the number one key is? It's video. Video is the beginning of where it all starts. Are you wanting a kickstart on your business and you want to learn how to be the go-to professional in your industry? Well, guess what? I've got a challenge for you. It's 5 days of coaching. It's brand new. Just go to KristaMashore.com/client conversion. That's KristaMashore.com/client conversion. And you'll get a training with me for 5 straight days that's going to help kickstart you as the go-to professional in your industry. So sign up and I'll see you there. And I call it the 8 C's. If you can commit to consistently using video correctly, right? Meaning correctly distributing it, putting the right content out at the right time, you're going to make a connection with your community. So you're going to convert more clients and customers. So commit to consistently producing content correctly, right? If you do this, you're going to make a connection. So you're going to convert more clients and customers. That is the 8 C's of video. Consistency is very, very important. Doing it on a regular basis. Many people will start doing something and they don't see results right away. So what do? They quit. They stop. They stop doing what it took to get them successful. That's not going to help you. You've got to start using video. You've got to use it on a consistent basis. You've got to keep showing up so your community can see you, and you have to learn how to properly distribute it. That's one of the biggest key factors in video content is proper distribution. So you're thinking, well, Krista, what do you mean by properly distributing it? Well, I mean that you need to get, like when you're having a party or you're going to a movie theater, what do you see at the movies? If you see a bunch of empty seats, nothing gets watched, right? So you need to be your own movie theater and learn how to get butts in seats. Well, when you properly distribute content on these social media sites and you run ads behind these videos, right? And you start targeting people in your local area. You start retargeting people, meaning you show somebody something that they watched originally, you show them again, something similar to what they watched the first time. And then you start creating audiences look similar to the audience that took that behavior in the beginning. That's where the magic happens. That's how you can get several hundred hours of watch time on a video just for spending a couple $100 or less. We have students that can spend anywhere from $50 to $75 on one video and as an ad and get over 100, 150 hours of watch time on that video. Now think about this. Why do these big brands market on TV during the Super Bowl? Why do they spend millions of dollars marketing on the Super Bowl? Because they know there's a lot of eyes watching, and they're doing this across the whole world, right? Well, imagine if you were to target your own individual city to become the go-to expert, and you targeted people locally and made sure that they saw your ads and they saw your stuff, right? They saw everything that you were doing, everything that you were producing regarding video all the time on a consistent basis over and over. What do you think is going to happen? Well, what's going to happen is they're going to start to get to know you. They're going to develop a relationship with you. You're going to attract the clients that want to work with you more. You're going to detract the clients that don't want to work with you. And you're going to start to position yourself as the expert. Everywhere that you go and you start seeing, I see you everywhere. First, you're going to see your friends and family start to tell you. When they start to tell you that I see you everywhere, and then you have friends of friends telling you, and before you know it, you go out and people are like, aren't you that person that talks about, insurance? Or aren't you that person that always talks about how to divorce your kids or your family and do it happily? Or aren't you that real estate agent or that lender? When you start hearing that, which you absolutely will, I promise you, I guarantee that you will do that. When you start doing it consistently, life just starts to change, right? But what do most people do? They start something and then they stop. I say it one more time. What do most people do? They start something and then they stop. Are you wanting a kickstart on your business and you want to learn how to be the go-to professional in your industry? Well, guess what? I've got a challenge for you. It's 5 days of coaching. It's brand new. Just go to KristaMashore.com/client conversion. That's KristaMashore.com/client conversion. And you'll get a training with me for 5 straight days that's going to help kickstart you as the go-to professional in your industry. So sign up and I'll see you there. They don't see the results right away. They don't see the big money in their pocket. They don't see the results of doing things, and they stop. Well, let me give you an example of how this works. I have been doing my podcast now. I launched it last August. We first started, nobody was listening. We had like maybe 10 listeners, and thank goodness, because I was horrible at it, right? Well, now we have over 20,000 downloads every single month on our podcast. It didn't start out that way. Now, I could have stopped month 2, month 3. We had, maybe a couple hundred. But now we have over 20,000 in a month. We're now rated in the top 100, actually the top 75 entrepreneurial podcasts on Apple. In the top 75 on Apple. And if I would have stopped, I wouldn't have gotten there. You wouldn't be listening to this or watching this right now had I stopped. So you've just got to start, and you've got to keep going. And don't just get ready and don't just aim. I want you to fire. What do I mean by fire? So many people get so much, they try to get ready, they aim, but they never pull the trigger, right? It's like the bow and arrow. They never really pull the trigger. I want you to pull the trigger. I want you to start. Video marketing is the key for you to actually transform your business, for you to skyrocket your business in 2020 and beyond. It's no longer a maybe I should, it's a you have to. The statistics around video marketing and what customers do after seeing video is astronomical. The conversions go up. And I mean, you're talking, the conversions go up 800%. You have 800% more conversions when you compare 2 landing pages when one has video and one doesn't. You get 64%, according to Forbes, more qualified leads. Do you know that the average customers say that, I think the number was around 86%, and I could be wrong. It's something high like that. But consumers will say that when watching a video, it helps them want to purchase. Well, they're purchasing you. You're a product. You're a service. If they're, a bazillion times more likely to want to work with you, if they're, 800% more likely to convert, of all these great things because you're using video, shouldn't we start using video? The answer is yes, right? And there is no better time than now, because right now you can't do what you used to do. You can't just market the way that you used to market, because the old way of marketing no longer exists, right? We don't want to get wiped out of our profession because we're not willing to adapt and change. Now, I know it's not easy. I know it's not fun. I know it's hard. I know the last thing you feel like doing in the morning when you wake up is doing a video. In fact, right now it's 4:59 p.m. and I knew I had to get this done today. And so I did. Before this, I recorded 4 videos with my videographer. And before, I just used to use my phone. In fact, one of them today was from my phone. Let me show you. Here's a video that I did today with my phone. Let's look. Here it is. Are you guys ready to listen to it? Watch this. I use just this phone right here to learn how to do amazing videos so that you can earn these right here. Just swipe up for a free client conversion accelerator. Swipe up. See? Teaching. How easy. So that was what I did today. So if I can do it, you can do it, right? Video helped me go from 0 to $7.4 million in just 25 short months. And it stems from using video. It wasn't just a funnel. It wasn't a challenge. It wasn't a landing page. It wasn't a webinar. It started from video because I allowed my client avatar to get to know me, to like me, and to trust me, to see me as the authority figure. And then I asked them, would you like to buy my book, or would you like to join my podcast, or whatever it might be? I didn't start with the book. I didn't start with the podcast. I didn't start with a lead page. I started with video, right? I targeted people and got people to watch my videos. I reached the masses through video, and then I took the second step. Most marketers do it backwards. They ask you to download their lead form, or do this, or join this, but they don't know who you are. So they don't want to join. They don't want to give you their information because people are scared. So I wanted to pop on here really quickly. I hope this is going to get you to take action. There's no better time like the present. We are launching, and it already has launched, our Client Conversion Accelerator Challenge, which talks all about video. It's 5 days live coaching with me, where I'm going to walk you through exactly how to use videos from step by step, how to feel confident on video, what to say, how to position yourself, how to get over that fear, and how to just start. If you've never done video before and you're new in your profession, this will work for you. If you're awesome in your profession, but you want to get more traction, you want to start doing things a little bit more 21st century and learn how to utilize digital marketing strategies with video to attract business, this challenge is for you. So all you need to do right now is just go to getkristasbook.com. That's getkristasbook.com. You're going to get free access to my book, and then you'll get access to learn exactly how to join our challenge for free. Again, it's live coaching with me, and I would love to see you there. Listen, everyone, if you have been watching me for a while, you know one thing about me, and that is that I'm the real deal, right? Like, I don't just make stuff up. If this didn't work, I would not be selling it. We have helped thousands of people. We just did over $1 million since COVID on our challenge funnel. It works, and we've helped thousands of people throughout the country in all types of markets, all types of professions, learn to use video to enhance their business. And we want to help you too. It's a brand new challenge. It's just launching. It's all new stuff. It's only 5 days, about an hour or so a day, and it's going to transform you. You will leave there feeling confident. So go to getkristasbook.com. You got a free copy of the Ultimate Lead Gen Playbook, and we're going to give you access to how to get to our challenge. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're so busy. I hope this was helpful, but more than anything, I want you to implement. You know, the reason why we're doing this challenge, and it's all about video, is because I'm just realizing how hard it is for people, right? We ask our students questions, and we have students that pay us a lot of money for coaching, and they're still telling me, Krista, sometimes it's just difficult for me to get started. So I realize that we need more of a push and a little bit more support and some collaboration. That's what all this challenge is about, and I want you to show up. So if you want to learn how to get comfortable on video, if you want to know what to say and how to say it, and everything you need to just start, and to start right away on day one, we're going to give you activities on day one to start utilizing video. Well, then this challenge is for you. So thanks for watching, everyone. I can't wait to see you on there. Love what I do. And this is one of my favorite things to do because it's live and I get to interact with my students. So show up, it's free. And don't forget, just go to getkristasbook.com and I will see you there. One last thing. Thank you for your time. And remember that learning is amazing, but if you don't actually implement, it doesn't make a difference, right? So just listening to this is awesome, but if you don't do anything, nothing's going to change. You can't keep doing the exact same thing you've always done and expect a different result. It's time to get results, right? And results are what we help people get. And that's how I get my fulfillment and my satisfaction in the world, is by helping people. So I'd love to help you too, but I can't help you if you don't show up. So go to getkristasbook.com and let's get you rolling. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for your time. Implement. I'll see you soon. Hey there, I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free, and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.